today. From Sacramento, California, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Sacramento Condors taking on the Austin Desperados.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Austin Desperados and the Sacramento Condors. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Sacramento team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from the California capital. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly...
Ready, 38. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Thompson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bailey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. First and 10. Here's Thompson. Over the middle. It's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Second down throw for Thompson. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and long, Thompson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Dalton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Dalton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Dalton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Thompson now. Being chased out left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Thompson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Off play action, Thompson. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. Third and long, Thompson. He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. First down, here's Thompson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, You've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now they turn to Thompson to throw it. It's caught by Jackson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Thompson now, 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Thompson. And open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Thompson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Thompson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Condors go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Dalton to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Minor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for
it. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He finds his man complete. That's Yates. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now a give right side. Minor. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Minor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Tops it now from the gun.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Dalton now to pass. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 30 on 2nd down, Dalton. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They look to throw on third with Dalton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Thompson will look to the air on first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Bailey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Thompson now, third down.
He finds his man complete. That's McGee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Thompson on 1st and 10.
He finds his man complete. It's McGee.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A final shot before break. Thompson. That's caught by Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. The 49ers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Seahawks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Packers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Play action here with Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Second down, here's an option right. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
67 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Thompson looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's McGee.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it.
His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run on the draw. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now it's Thompson.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Austin's offense ready to go again. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second down, Minor, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Put your foot on the gas. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second down. Here's Thompson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun on 3rd down. Here's Thompson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Andy Dalton. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Now Thompson.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but
They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing, Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Dalton. He finds his man, complete. That's Castillo. Another chance for Dalton. There's a nice move.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 16, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Dale. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Passing, it's Dalton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. So Dalton now. 4-step, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Dale, he will push his way down to about the 14. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 38, Dalton. He finds his man complete. That's Castillo. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Dalton, 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Sacramento, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they wanted desperately to finish above 5.